EA Sports, and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Mesquite, Nevada and Wolf Creek Golf Club, live second-round coverage of the Mesquite Classic. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. That one looking good. It's in the fairway here to start round 2. Frank, what does the shot into this first green look like?
Well, it's back a little bit up the hill. Bunkers left and right, really the biggest concern, but a well-flighted shot to this 3-level green will be well rewarded.
That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Yeah, we've seen that putt get away from people, so that's not half bad there. Let's see if he can knock this in. It's for birdie. Okay, a well-played hole there. It is birdie to kick off the round. He moves to 15 under. Moving on to the 445-yard par 4 second, severe dogleg left. Aggressive players hitting driver to the left of the visible fairway. Less aggressive players will play to the right, but be careful long there and your ball could be lost in the desert moonscape. That one going to be in great shape. So following the birdie at 1, a solid drive here at the second. So a big drive and not much needed to carry here for his second. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 14 feet to the hole. Just going to sneak on by. That finished off for par here at the second, and this will remain a one-shot advantage. Now on to the third, first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert, and really that's all it is. Tee and green, there's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see by those bunkers, and this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230 yard mark.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. He has a 12-footer here. Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Back to the tee here at Wolf Creek. A lot of sand along the right side of this fairway leading up to the green, Frank.
Yeah, I can't even count how many bunkers they got down that right side. It's easy to see where not to go. So obviously you want to get that ball up on that left side. And then really it's just a short pitch across there. This hole's only 383 yards and it won't even really play its distance. But of course you've got to be careful. It's not long, but fairway first once again here. You can see all the problems around there if you do miss this fairway.
And some trouble here for our leader. That is into the bunker off the tee. So this one going to have to carry a long way.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get on the green, but it was a long and difficult bunker shot. So a sharp short game would be needed right now.
Boy, that's well done right there. He barely touched that and got it to roll to a stop.
And believe me, it was much harder than it looked.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll stay at 15 under. How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, 5th.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you've got to see, you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Boy, tough to do a whole lot better than that. That ball right down the middle. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5. Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. This one just about straight at it for eagle. Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. Next up, 447-yard par 4 6th. If you hit driver off the tee, be mindful of the creek that traverses the fairway, and the approach plays longer than the yardage as it climbs uphill to a really difficult green.
That got a fortunate bounce. That'll be just fine.
A good break got him here, now his second to the par 4.
And that's all set up by the big tee shot. You put yourself in that good of a position on the fairway just short of the green, and good things are bound to happen.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he moves to 17 under par. Frank, a very short par 4 here at the 7th, but not one you're going to try to hit off the tee?
No, unless you can fly the ball sort of 300 yards on the nose and stop it within sort of 5 or 6 yards, it's really too risky. This green is not very deep, just sort of 10 or 15 yards in depth. It's just a layup hole, but layup hole it simply doesn't mean grab a club and hit it down the fairway. The best way to play it is to try and hit the ball right on the number. And where I mean by number, I mean the full shot yardage for your second shot, even if that only is a sand iron.
And some trouble here for our leader. That is into the bunker off the tee. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. That's how you can take advantage of this course. Big drive, fine bunker shot, and a good look coming up for a 3. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's got it to minus 18. Frank, I really like this hole, the par 3/8 here at Wolf Creek.
It measures just under 250 yards. Really what you want to know is the yardage just to the front edge of the green. Anything obviously that carries sort of 5 or 6 paces on there, then at least you've got a relatively big green to hit at. But you can see the trouble that surrounds short and left of this green, as well as just over the back.
Okay, that's going to end up right in the middle of the green. This will require the full attention. A huge swing left to right on this putt. Just trying to get it in there close. Yeah, not quite a gimme, but that's pretty good. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he's going to hold on to that 3-shot lead. This is a good one to close out the front side. 390 yards, a par 4. Yeah, you can hit the big one and just air it out. This one starting up that left side.
Oh, he gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway.
So after the fortunate kick, his second to the par 4. Okay, a little left to do, but safely on the green. 15 feet away. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And he's going to go out in 32, 4 under par. Starting the backside here at Wolf Creek with a 472-yard par 4 10th. One of the rare, relatively flat tee shots. Lake and bunkers on the left, brush on the right. But the landing area is wider than it looks, so anywhere on the short stuff is good. That one flirting with the left edge of the fairway. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Leading is one thing, but hitting iron shots like that, that lead is going to increase.
Not much left here for birdie. Well done there. It's a birdie to kick off the back nine. And he's now the leader by 4 here on this Friday. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
This will pick up pace as it goes down this slope, but more importantly, it's going to work its way from left to right.
Yeah, we've seen that putt get away from people, so that's not half bad there. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll remain 4 clear of the field. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now a big spot here for something good. This is short second to the par 5. That one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. It landed so softly.
Not too bad. Didn't quite get it far enough left, and maybe a little too gentle as well. Nothing to it. It's a birdie here at 12. And he has now moved 5 clear of the field here in round 2. Up next, another short par 4, 350-yard, 13th here at Wolf Creek. It is a dogleg to the right. Big hitters might be tempted to cut the dogleg and go for the green. But buyer beware. Miss right, and your ball is gone. Well, they claim it's a reachable par 4. We haven't seen a whole lot of people do it today. We just saw it right there. Well done. Very well done there. He's able to drive the green with his tee shot and then drop the putt for an eagle 2. 14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels and that. But let's see, birdies that to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Good chance to get one in close from here. This is second. Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Not to be a little short, but a good effort there. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek.
That is highly skilled right there. Just held it off against that breeze. Beautifully done. Now this for another birdie. Ah, yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dog leg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. So you see where this wound up. Just a short pitch for his second. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Frank, you licking your chops here at the par 5 17th hole?
Oh, why not? A chance to reach a par 5 and 2, but there's still pitfalls in front of you. A little creek or stream runs across the fairway, so really limiting the distance you can hit that tee shot, but it's still reachable from just short of that creek. Find trouble off the tee, then obviously you turn it into a 3-shotter, but a good tee shot, and it's too tempting to resist not going for this green.
Oh, that is way right. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. This is looking really good. Yeah, sensational shot here, on and 2 on the par 5, and Frank, a good look at eagle.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Rich. 2 good shots into this par 5, and a chance to be more than well rewarded.
Tell you what, that is some kind of round going on now. What a putt that was. It's an eagle, and his sensational play continues on this backside. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. I mean, this would be something. Back-to-back eagles. Going to give it a go. had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Okay, it's a nice finish, a birdie at 18. And that is officially going to do it. It's a round of 59. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank, our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and, well, the chasers. Different league.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.